Hey, Peter here, and in this video you'll learn how to properly set up your Shopify store for success. 2025 and 2026, so let's get to it. Now, let me remove myself from this image. So what you're looking at here at the moment is ads, a Shopify store, and a pop-up, which is really the most important thing. Because nowadays what people do is they just have these two, okay? Ads and Shopify store. And nowadays, ads are basically just more expensive and more competitive by the day. So we need to treat your traffic the best way possible. And we need to also acquire your traffic the best way possible. And that is with email marketing. And really, the best way to get emails or the best way to convert your traffic is with a pop-up. Imagine a Shopify store without a pop-up and, let's say an opt-in for email. It's going to get like a 0.2 conversion rate. With the pop-up, you get like a 10% conversion rate, okay? So it's very, very powerful. And in this video, I am going to teach you and explain you the best pop-ups or the kind of pop-ups that you should be using for your store. Now, the first one, as you saw, is a pop-up from brands. Everyone knows brands. I mean, these three brands are really good at email marketing. That's why I chose them. Really good examples: Raz, Ridge, and Dr. Squatch. There's many, obviously, but these were the ones I choose. I can tell you right now that my personal favorite type of pop-up, I mean, actually, all of them are, surprisingly. Now, I'll get to that in a second, but let's start with the very first one, and that is, a quiz type pop-up. Now, a quiz pop-up, it's basically, you ask for a question, after that you ask for the email, and after that you ask for the SMS. I'm not going to show the 3 steps, obviously, just the very first one, so that you can understand and so that this is in a simplified way. But this is basically how it starts. So a good example would be for the quiz question, then you ask for the email, and then you ask for the SMS. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, right? So that's the first type of pop-up I highly recommend you to use, quiz pop-up. This is an example from brands. Now, the second type of pop-up would be just, an opt-in. You don't ask for a quiz, you just instantly ask for the email address. And one of the things I want you to really pay attention here is the fact that all of these 3 are extremely simple forms. We do not want to, we do not want to overcomplicate things. These needs to be extremely simple and clean. A 5-year-old needs to understand everything, okay? So that's that. The second one would be just an opt-in, asking for the email and giving the offer. And the third one would be, it's basically a different type of quiz pop-up. So instead of, this is a bit of more intuitive, form. And it's funny because Dr. Squatch, they literally A/B test all the types of pop-ups you can imagine in real time. They're currently doing this. But this one is a really good example too. I've done this for some of my clients as well. Usually, nowadays, the one that performs really well, it's actually the mystery discount or mystery offer with a quiz, okay? That's what's currently working, generally speaking, for most brands at the moment. But this is basically what you need to test. Every brand is different. Every brand has a different market. Some brands might love the mystery discount. Generally speaking, this is the most popular one, but some brands might not. They might prefer something along the lines of 30% off. Now, the thing with showing the discount here is that if you're going to show the discount, you better do something above 10% off, like 15, 20, 30, or even something like 12, 17, like a random number. That tends to work very, very well as well. And these would be, something more intuitive. In this case, it's a box or, a question mark, but you can do really anything. If your brand is about, for example, cars, you can put cars here. It depends. And the cool thing about offers is that you can frame them in any way. and the mystery discount is, you know, a really good way of framing an offer, right? Now, the last thing I want to talk about here, and this is kind of like the most important thing. I would say that the main thing is the offer, the way you frame it, but the second thing is how you create your pop-up. And I see a lot of brands, how do I say this? I see a lot of brands doing something along the lines of like, they have an image here or here, and then they have the offer on the side. Please don't do that. I chose this example specifically just to show you the best way to do things. These three brands, there's like 80% chance that you know them, okay? And they're doing it the correct way. Always the offer in the center of the screen, okay? Here, Dr. Squatch, you know, you put a logo here, and here they put Ridge, they put like a, you know, but you obviously need to have the offer on the center, but you also need to have the vibe of your brand on the pop-up, okay? I wouldn't say that's like very important. Sometimes, you know, just a plain background works, but generally speaking tends to increase conversion rate because it's nice to look at, right? So people, they stay more time in the form, and they also possibly complete it. So yeah, that's basically that for this video. Hope you liked it, and if you are an ecom store owner, you are in the right place, because I'm basically the doctor of this stuff. I study the best of the best, and I also know what's currently working. This is constantly changing, but I'm also basically always up to date. So yeah, that's basically that. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you an amazing rest of the day.